Hey! Please hold.
It is October 1. We are headed west to Heartland Pride Outfitters in Nebraska. Cody, been talking with him back and forth this summer. He's got a couple leases out here on some mule deer ground. He's got a few really nice shooters running around on these leases. He's got some antelope running around as well, some whitetails, and we're just gonna see what runs in front of our crosshairs first.
Send it.
We're just gonna send it, yeah.
Maxed out. Don't have any more room.
Got two good ones out here.
They are, you know where that other one was here, off that point?
Yeah.
Follow that hillside. They're laying on that, up on that knoll on that hill.
Further up from him?
Yeah. I think the ones, they might both be shooters. We're just gonna hang tight here and see what they do. They're kind of feeding along the hillside right now. Wait for them to hopefully lay down. And the wind should be good, I think. So we'll try and make a move on them here a little bit, I think. Just got up. Pretty awesome. We got about, I'd say, 70 yards from these bucks. Came over the rise here, and they're laying right straight across from us. Both of the shooters were bedded right there. But I don't know if the wind's blowing kind of like this right now, so I don't know if it could be wrapped around. But they didn't really bust out of here too hard. They were here for a good 5-10 minutes. We watched them, and they got up and they just kind of knew something wasn't right. So they just meandered around the corner of the hill here. But I think they'll be back in here. We're not gonna push them, we're just gonna head out of here. Probably go to one of the other ranches we can hunt. I think these bucks will be back in here tomorrow, but hopefully they're in a better position for us to make a move on them. We were about as close as we could get to them here. Like I said, we were at about 70 yards. And I don't think we thought about coming from the top here, but even if we did, I don't think we'd have got close enough on them. So we'll let them be for today. Might be bringing some of them home. Ooh, look at quail eggs.
I'd be down for those.
Been glassing here for probably half hour at least. These two bucks that we were after, they crossed the fence on this side of the property that we can hunt. So we decided we were gonna try and cut them off when they crossed the road, and they laid right down. So now we're just trying to come up with another plan. I think they're gonna wanna come back towards those cornfields again where they were originally bedded this afternoon. We'll see, it's dead calm out right now, so I don't know how close we're gonna get to them in these kind of conditions. That was pretty awesome. We ended up getting probably, I'd say about 55 yards from the smaller of the bucks. He ended up popping up And he actually would have given me a shot, but he's just not what I was looking for. The other one that he was with was a lot nicer deer. And that one was just over the crest of the hill still. This one ended up kind of getting antsy. He stood and looked at us for a little while, but then we had a few does that were actually way across the alfalfa, a few hundred yards away earlier. They must have made their way, and one of the does got about 30 yards from us, and she started blowing and hooting and hollering, and she kind of ended the whole party for us, and they just ran off. They're still on the ranch where you can hunt, but they're probably a mile and a half away. They're just hanging out right now. Great way to end day 2. It's been pretty action-packed the last couple of days, so hopefully we can catch up to this one though. He's probably one of the better bucks that we've chased all week, so. We're just on the other ranch. We were glassing this morning. We seen a decent buck, but the fog kind of lifted in and lost track of him. So we decided that we're gonna leave that spot alone during the day here and maybe come back over there in the afternoon and see if we can get back on him. It's almost 3 o'clock right now. We were just coming into the ranch here where we glassed this morning, and we were gonna come around the backside and try and find that buck that we were after, or we seen earlier, until that fog lifted in here. Just got to about where we were glassing, up on the top, highest point on this ranch, seen a group of mule deer. There was 3 shooters in there. They were a little bit on edge when they seen the vehicle, so we just kind of looped around and went the other direction, and we're now on the backside of them. We're hoping we got the wind in our favor. We're gonna hope we can come over the top of the hill on them and try and get in the range, but they're in some pretty wide open cover too, so I don't know how close we're gonna be able to get to them, but we're gonna give it a shot. We only got a day and a half left of hunting, so this might be one of the last chances we get at a good one. Spent the last about 4.5 hours chasing this group of muleys. We played cat and mouse with them all afternoon, trying to cut them off. We'd go one way, they'd go the other. We'd go one way, they'd go the other. Had the wind in our favor the whole time. Closest we could get to them all afternoon was about anywhere from 80 to 100. These ones came down in the bottom to feed. We were hoping they were going to work down and come around the corner to us, but they had other plans, so we just tried to make something happen here at the last minute, but we got a long way back. We're all the way down at the bottom. We started all the way at the top. We got all of probably 1.5 miles, 2-mile walk back, picking up everything that we've dropped along the way between binos and everything else gear. So we're gonna be going into the last day of our hunt here in Nebraska tomorrow.
We're making moves. We watched these bucks for about, let's say, an hour and a half now. They worked along the hillside that we were chasing them around yesterday. And then they got to the corner of the fence line where we actually started stalking on them and went up the hill. Pretty much exactly right where we first seen them, as it looks like where they're heading. So we lost sight of them. They went over a couple knolls. So we decided we're gonna just go in for them. We should have the wind in our direction where we're coming. And get right along that fence line hopefully and work that hillside up and hopefully run into them. It's 5:30 on the final day of our hunt here, Heartland Pride Outfitters, Nebraska. Been chasing muleys all week. It was an awesome week out here. First time ever really chasing, going out and chasing mule deer. We had tons of close encounters on some really nice bucks. Unfortunately, we just didn't quite get the chance we needed at one. Almost sealed the deal this morning on one. Had him at 70 yards. Just needed him to turn broadside, and he wouldn't give us the shot we needed. The other bucks busted and headed out, but it's been an awesome week. Me and Dylan just had a blast out here, and we'll definitely be back. It's 7:30 right now. Made the 14.5-hour drive last night out here to Western Nebraska. Second trip out this year. Hunting with Cody Cook, Heartland Pride Outfitters. Just rolled into the ranch here at daylight. Seen a few bull elk out in the grassland here. They made their way up into the draws, and we're just easing our way in here. We're just posted up in a spot. We're kind of overlooking a bunch of draws here. See if we can pinpoint one and make a move. Bottom of the 9th today in the prairie. 2 outs, full count. We spotted the group of mule deer that we were glassing yesterday morning and yesterday afternoon. It looks like they picked up for sure one shooter in the group. We're just kind of sitting here glassing, seeing which way they're gonna go. They're kind of splitting up, it actually looks like right now. So, just gonna keep an eye on them here for a little bit and wait for them to probably bed down and then make a move on them.
We should be in a pretty good position now. We got the wind in our favor. We're a few hundred yards away from these mule deer. They should be laying right down this fence row on this side. So we're gonna ease up to this knoll here, see if we can spot them. I don't think we're gonna be in range from there, but you might have to do a little bit more maneuvering around to get into muzzleloader range, so we'll just keep easing forward. We're about 145 yards right now from these deer. It's probably close to 11 o'clock. We've been on them all probably since about 8:30, 9 o'clock. That one doe's getting up here. Get right here.
This is the last day here of our hunt in Nebraska. Heartland Pride Outfitters with Cody Cook. Was out here earlier in the year archery hunting for 5 days. On the last day of that hunt, we had a very close call with a group of really good bucks. Just couldn't quite make it happen at the last moment. But Cody told me to come out and give it a try with the muzzleloader here in December. So me and Brennan came out this weekend. It's been tough the first couple days. We did not see much for deer. Just a few does and some smaller bucks. And this was actually a buck that we picked up. It was a group we were glassing the other day. I can't thank Cody enough for all the hard work he puts in trying to find these deer, pinpointing them, and he basically sent us to this spot 2 days ago, told us he's seen some bucks in here, and just to keep checking it, and hopefully a good one would show up, and sure enough, the last day we ended up dropping the hammer on one.
pulled over for lane change without a blinker.
You're really killing our hunting time here.
Yeah, we're fighting daylight, and this one's on me.